like an ear. Keep on living, you will see. In the low Milton County. Baby. It's a part of me. We're gonna break it on down to the youngest of the bunch. His name was Mel Withers. He was my favorite one. He had got my whiskey in the swing out song. I know this big hit come the whole night. Now you got people still singing the blues. Like the Willie Clayton, Bobby Rush too. Even got some women that singing the Denise Lissette, the Jackson too. We got new blues they call so Charles Jones still runs the show. TK So coming up first. X-Men Beats on last. Keep on living, you will see what happened at the blues you're on inside of me that I want to pay homage to. Mad Hatter, E. Rodney Jones, Sweet Willie. I live on, baby. And the blues don't have to be gone. Oh, can't somebody talk about me. Somebody just all the jocks around. Let's be playing those blues. It's your boy X-Man Parker. That's the Crown Royal. Come on. Give me the boy Corey Jones signing off. Give me the blues, yeah. You keep on living, you will see.
The music muscle of the show.
I got options.
The one and only Earth Gang, baby.
Dropping that new music.
105.1 FM to 101.5 HD3.
I took across the cut, the demon and the cook ain't gon' rate it at the channel. You moving wrong, we clutch. We slam, we share,
You're listening to WMXV, St. Joseph, Tennessee, W286DV, 105.1 FM, Florence, Alabama, and WARB 700 AM, W290DG, 105.9 Dothan, Alabama.
I'm Amber Payton with 4 Things You Should Know with BIN News. Black New York City Mayor Eric Adams is skipping the Democratic primary and running as an independent, saying dropped federal charges dragged on too long. He's speaking today at the National Action Network convention. Black Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott's $4.6 billion budget plan for 2026 is now with City Council. It closes an $85 million gap without raising property or income taxes, focusing on youth, safety, and neighborhood growth. The plan uses new fees, cost cuts, and agency savings to balance the budget. The University of Michigan Alumni Association will fund scholarships for more than 300 underrepresented students after the Lead Scholars Program was cut due to Trump-era guidance targeting DEI efforts. And rapper Young Thug's probation is at risk after prosecutors claim he posted a photo of a DA investigator. They've asked a judge to revoke it. He denies any threats, saying he's a good person. Get BIN News on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
This is your moment in Black history. Hiram Rhodes Revels became the first African American elected to the U.S. Senate in 1870. That was your moment in Black history.
Knox Media Group weather. Download our apps today. Music Muscle of the Shoals 105.1 FM and WKAX 1500 AM. Currently 85 degrees. The forecast for this evening, cloudy and breezy. And the temp 77. Overnight, lots of clouds with some breeze, with a slight chance of rain. Temps about 72. And then tomorrow, partly cloudy and breezy. The temp about 84. Saturday, some cloud cover and windy. The temp 84. We are the Knox Media Group, Music Muscle of the Shoals, 105.1 FM and WKAX 1500 AM, bringing you the beats and the weather on the go.
Hey guys.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday.
Hey, it is. You're tuning into 105.1, the music muscle of the shows, and the 105.9, the vibe.
Dothan, Alabama.
All right, guys, stay tuned. We got a good show for you today. And we want to make sure you download our app, that's Knox Media Group, and also visit us on YouTube, that's Knox Media Group. We'll be right back. You're tuned into the baddest radio station from North Alabama to South Alabama, where we are love, unity, and diversity. We'll be back, guys.
There's been so many things that's held us down, but now it looks like things are finally coming around. I know we've got a long, long way to go, and where we'll end up, I don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're putting our show together, we're polishing up our act. If you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing stand in your way. I want y'all to listen to every word I say, every word I say. Ain't no stopping us now. We're running up. Ain't no stopping us now. We got to do. Ain't no stopping us now. I know. Ain't no stopping us now. We got to do. We got it. I know you know someone that has a negative vibe, and if you're trying to make it, they only push you aside. They really don't have nowhere to go. Ask them where they're going, they don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're gonna put our show together, we're gonna polish up our act. Well, and if you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing stand in your way. I want y'all to listen to every word I say, every word I say. No. We're moving, we're grooving. We're moving, yeah. We're grooving. Moving. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. I know we love you. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Love you. Ain't no stopping us now. Oh no, I'm on the move. I really got that groove. I know, we've got the groove. No need in trying, no, 'cause I ain't buying. Don't try to stop us, no. Got to do. I really got that groove. No need in denying, well, I ain't lying. I know. It's been far too long, well. Ain't no stopping us. It's been far too long, y'all. Just do me while I get in line. Yeah. We're leaving the negative people way behind. Cause it ain't no. Please. Don't make me stop. See, I don't know where we're going or where we're gonna end up. Yeah. gonna keep trying. We're gonna keep trying over and over again. Yeah. I said it ain't no stopping us. See, it ain't no way. We won't kind of polish up, keep us down. See, our time has finally came around. Good. So we're on the move. We're really got our move.
Hey guys, you're tuned in to 105.1.
The music muscle of the show.
And V 105.9.
The vibe. Hey y'all.
Hey guys, you're tuned into the baddest radio station from North Alabama to South Alabama. And we are so glad that you joined us today. We want you to make sure you visit our app. That's Knox Media Group. Go to our YouTube page, Knox Media Group. And when you go to our website, www.knoxmediagroupinc.org, you know what you can do there. Go ahead and get your tickets for this coming Sunday, April the 13th. Is going down over at the Clarion Inn in Sheffield, Alabama, which is in the Shoals area. But Dothan, you are more than welcome to come on up.
Yeah, don't think about it. Just come on.
So go ahead and get your tickets for the event for this coming Sunday, April the 13th. It will be Jeter Jones,
LJ,
Al Jamal,
and Tasha Mack.
All right, guys. So make sure you go ahead and get your tickets for the event. It's going down. It's going to be a great event. And a lot of people said, what do I need to wear? Be comfortable.
Whatever you want to wear.
Be comfortable. Just come on out and let's have a good time, because you know what? This is our third Southern Soul Sunday. And we want to thank 334 for entertainment for making sure we are able to bring events to this area. And they're bringing events so we can make sure that we continue to do free events. We have a free event coming up on May the 25th. That's Remembering the Veterans Through Music concert. It will be held at McFarland Park in Florence, Alabama. So you know what? It's a lot going on, but we want to make sure you are staying aware of what we have going on.
Yeah, we try to keep things jumping for y'all. We make it lit.
All right. So make sure if you have any public service announcements, you can send those to info@knoxmediagroupinc.org, or you can call us here at the station. The number is 256-712-2887. So those are ways you can get your public service announcements out. But if you would like to be one of our sponsors here at Knox Media Group, you could be a sponsor as well by calling us at 256-712-2887. There's no business too large or too small that we will not work with.
All right, then. You all heard her. Y'all heard the church secretary.
Yeah, those are my morning announcements.
Church announcement. Male chorus sing every 6th Sunday.
Girl, the male chorus be ready at Galilee. They sing every 3rd Sunday.
Nah, our male chorus sing every 4th Sunday.
Yeah, so
that's Ricky Smiley stuff.
Oh, okay. All right. Dothan got a little cool weather today, even though it's sun shining. Today it is 69 degrees. I mean, that's pleasant. I can deal with 69. Tomorrow in Dothan, 71 degrees, and Thursday, 76 degrees. So it's on a roller coaster, up and down, up and down.
Sick weather. That's what I call it, sick weather. Because last night I thought I had the flu. I went to JV's baseball game and almost froze to death. I mean, I'm not used to this being a soccer mom, as they call it.
Oh my goodness,
so we was
mama.
out there, and we back and forth in and out of buildings and cars. When you don't just sit out there, you don't know how the weather is.
Mhm.
So we went to the game because I pre-packed his bag, and we went to the game, and it was freezing out there. I had to go back to the car. Luckily, I keep clothes in my car.
I'm not surprised.
I had to go find him a hoodie to put up under his uniform. It was
You probably had
freezing
Jamie out there
last
looking
night.
like a Barnum snowman.
It don't matter how he looked, he was warm. It was cold out there. And when I left, I promised I thought I had the flu. That's how cold it was.
Jamie, the only kid
It
out
was
there with
freezing. No, the other kids had stuff up under theirs. But it was just, hey, it's all about keeping them warm and safe. But today, the temperature in Florence, Alabama, the high is 59. Sunshine everywhere, and the low is 35. But baby, it's still windy out there, kind of chilly. It chill you to the bone. Tomorrow, Wednesday, is getting up to 70 degrees for the high, 51 degrees for the low. Again, sunshine. Thursday, 76. So it's getting warmer, but
back on that roller coaster.
Thunderstorms Thursday. So I hope it don't be as bad as it was the other day.
I know.
We got to watch out for this weather.
Yes, because this weather, I'm telling you, it's different.
Yeah, it ain't no more opening the door, putting your arm out there, because you ain't going to tell like that.
Yeah, you remember, that's what your mama used to do. Go open the door and see what it feel like. I'm like, man, if you don't.
Our arm was the thermometer.
Yeah, if you don't go check the weather.
And then you think about it, even if you stick your hand out of the window, out of the door or whatever, the building could be blocking the wind.
True. But we didn't think about it then.
No, we didn't have to think about it then. I don't think, because the weather wasn't this crazy.
Yeah, we would go on out there and mama say, go check the weather. And that's what you did. You went and it was actually
what it was. I mean, summer was summer, winter was winter, fall was fall, and spring was spring. But now you don't know what you're going to get. You might get snow in May, June.
Right. But anyway, so that's kind of what our topic is about. What are some cultures?
Okay.
What's one part of a culture you hope never fades?
Music. Our music ability. That's what I hope don't fade. But it's fading. Lord, these new artists, I don't know what they
Because a lot of them now, they don't know what they want to be.
I don't think they know what they're saying. Because I can't understand some of it, especially that mumble rap. I'm like, hip hop used to be hip hop back when Tupac, and yes. I even like Houdini and all them other ones. I don't know all their songs, but my brother, they used to play it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Kumo D and all them.
Yes.
I used to like that. Well, I still like it. Because I'd rather listen to that than this stuff they got now. Some of the stuff, don't get me wrong, there are some good rap songs that's playing now, but I'm not really into rap.
No, because you're a 90s girl.
Yes, R. Kelly.
Even though I'm a 90s girl, R. Kelly, I mean,
Girl.
I liked him, but I wasn't in love with him like that.
I like his music.
I used to like Jodeci.
Jodeci was good. But they wasn't no R. Kelly.
Well, I liked Jodeci, Bobby Brown, all them.
Right. And I even like Sam Cooke. I love some Sam Cooke.
Yeah, so those were things.
I got that old spirit.
And then another thing that I think is fading away really, really fast.
What's that?
Sunday cooking.
Not in our family.
Well, a lot of families don't really.
I know. And that's what my business is going to be focused on. Sunday cooking.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing. It's like Sunday cooking is one thing that I really, just
that's a family tradition.
Yeah, because I remember my grandma used to get up Sunday morning or Saturday night.
Oh my God! Yes.
And would cook dinner and have it ready for Sunday. All she had to do is warm it up on Sundays. My mom did the same thing.
Yeah, we're getting out of that because we gotta.
And I don't know if it's the fact that our families are smaller now, that we don't get into it as much, and people are not really just eating a bunch of food.
Mhm.
Because I think that's the only thing I have, because right now, I may have a child at home, may not have a child at home, and it's cheaper for me to go out to eat.
Right. Or
wait on somebody to call me
and cook it in meal prep.
Man, I'm not gonna eat the same thing a whole week.
I know. I'll be looking at that meal prep. They be having all that food, but it's the same I couldn't do it. It kills me to try to eat healthy now.
Caller, you on the line.
Bonjour, buenos tardes, chicas.
Hello.
How are y'all doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. I'll be very brief. The question of today, I want to make sure I got it right. One thing that we want to stick with the culture, or could you word that again for me?
What's one part of the culture you hope never fades?
Well, you guys took on about soul music or our music ability. My question to that would be, is that by design from the music industry? Are we being fed this mumble rap and things that don't have soul in it? Because I believe there's an artist that is overlooked for his soul and the spirit that he brings to the music, and that's Anthony Hamilton. I really believe he kind of has that old school, that vibe that, the Sam Cooke, I could go on and on, but I'm wondering, do you guys see that the industry is pushing this mumble rap and this whatever stuff that y'all want to call it, they're doing it, they're calling music, and really artists like I said, Anthony Hamilton and some others, Kendrick Lamar and some others that really still represent our culture well. Is that by design? That was just a thought.
Probably so.
Great topic. Oh, okay. Well, that's my thing, because I don't get me wrong, I love Meg Thee Stallion, I love Cardi B, but how long can we talk about body parts?
Come on now, preach.
I'm really not. I'm really not trying to be that guy.
You really are. You are being that
guy.
Come on.
Well, I guess age brings about that change. But yes, I grew up with the Too Shorts and, the Ghetto Boys. But my thing is, I look at those guys and they come around and they tell you, I did that to put food on my family's table. That's not who I am. That's just the artist that I had to be to make money. And I believe that the industry is pushing this on us to try to water down our soul, if you will. That's my thought.
That's a good thought, though, because they watering down everything else and whitewashing everything else. So why not mess with our music?
Right.
Well, once again, our music, if you go back through the history, that's what, in some cases, how we communicated to our people how to escape from slavery sometimes. Swing low, sweet chariot. But anyway, talk to the old school pastor about that. I'm getting in his lane. I apologize, Dr. Knox. God bless y'all. Y'all have a good day.
You have a good day, too. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people always think about music, but I'm one of those. Caller, you're on the line.
Mona, tell that caller he's so right. Get out my lane.
Well, caller, you heard the old school preacher.
I started to change the name of the show to the caller that called in. Church secretary in the Crossroads.
Oh, all right. What is your thoughts on it?
I ain't got no thought. I just called in to be petty.
That's what you do. That's your job.
I just called in to be petty. Hey, Tamika, I called in to talk about how we called Mona the other night.
Oh, stop playing.
She talk to us on the phone. That's what I want to talk about. What culture do we want to hold on to? We want to hold on to if folks are your friends, it don't matter who you're around, you ought to be able to talk to your friends, especially when you're talking on your friend phone.
And I did.
What you think about that, Tamika? How did that go? I don't think she was talking to us like we was a space alien.
No, I was not.
That was her first conversation yesterday morning.
Oh, goodness.
That was her first when she came in.
Yes, that was the first conversation she had yesterday. She said she was having family time, and we don't understand family time.
Oh, Mona got married, and we missed it. She didn't invite us to the wedding.
See, oh God, you just starting off the show with pettiness. Look.
So Mona done got married and didn't tell us.
Listen, I got some advice from an old friend.
What they tell you?
They told me to make that man feel like he's the only one on earth.
Okay, so that's what she told me. That's the answer I got yesterday.
Hey, so listen, in doing that, you still got to make sure that you eat.
Noted.
Oh, okay. Because otherwise, you'd be like, hey, you're going to have to handle all of this right here.
Oh, that's what
all of this.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. That's taking you on a whole nother level right there, Mom. Like, listen, I need you to handle all this so that I ain't got to do nothing.
That's what it is.
Like, I'm done. Yeah, don't put it out there like that. That's the culture that you want to hold on to, where women understand, let a man take care of you if he wants you. If a man wants you, he's going to do what he got to do to make sure you're taken care of.
Okay. And that's what our culture, you saying that's what don't need to die in our
That's
culture?
what don't need to die in the black community, because it's gone. You got too many women that listen to the INDE, all that independence, but she running up behind Jay-Z.
Yeah.
She didn't preach all that, Beyonce talking about she don't women, all this and all this, but she run up behind Jay-Z. Jay-Z go cheat on her. She ain't left Jay-Z.
And that is true. They talk about, like you and the caller said, this music is influencing people to do things that they are not doing.
No, they ain't doing
right. So we got to get back to the culture of family. Family got to be the key part. Family got to be the key part. We got to keep people understand your family got to be the key part, but we got to also hold our family accountable, because our families are becoming, when I say sorry, when it comes to family holding each other accountable. There's nowhere in the world that my family, I should be able to say I got a family, but I don't never see my family, and my family don't support me in nothing I do.
Right. I feel you on that.
We got to go back. Old school way was, you remember, Mona, in church, if your mama was putting on a program, all of the family,
everybody come.
Everybody showing up.
Church would be full. You have to put them seats out at the side of the benches.
Exactly. But in today's time, you can say, mama doing this, mama will see you when you get out.
Right.
We have lost, that's the culture that we lost, of sticking together as family. We got to get our families back to being tight and being right. And I think people only want to say they got family when it benefits them.
And then a lot of people also look at family and say, well, I'm going to take care, and sometimes family is not just your blood related. People take care of, who they want to take care of. But at the same time, people don't respect and people don't stick together at all with nothing. And a lot of people say, well, I support you. You support me at your convenience. You don't support me when it's convenient for everybody.
I agree. And it's just sad the way, especially family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just sad that we can't come together. We used to get mad at each other, and then the next day or later on that night, we back. Hey, sis, how you doing? Or whatever. But now it's grudges being held. But I can truly say that my family, every Sunday, I ain't gonna say every Sunday, most 95% of the Sundays, we get together and we have Sunday dinner together. Everybody bring a dish, and especially in the summertime. And if it's cold, we're gonna light a fire outside.
But see, that's a great culture. That's a great thing to keep going.
Right.
And see, you have a benefit that I don't have. The only family I have is my wife and my child. We the only ones here.
Right.
So the idea of being able to get with my family every Sunday on that level, man, that's how we used to do back in Mississippi. It was every Sunday evening we're gonna meet up, or once a week we'll go out to dinner with our family.
Okay.
And we made sure mom, dad, everybody was there. But life has gotten so busy until we forget what's important.
Right.
So that's why we try to make it a point now to at least go home at least once a month or whatever to see our folks to make sure everybody's still breathing.
Yes, it should be like that, but some people forget about their family.
Mm-hmm.
I'm too busy or something like that.
Yeah.
And then when the funeral come around, you crying all these crying rivers and stuff of things you should have done while they were here.
Well, you're right. Well, hey, I'm through being petty, man. I just know Mona thought she had got away, Tamika. She thought I had forgot. I didn't forget. I said, yeah, buddy. I'm going to wait till she change the topic. Then I'm going to call in. Hey, y'all have a good day. Keep on tuning in to B105.9 and 105.1. And make sure you get them tickets for the show on Sunday. And somebody said, well, Pastor Knox, how you keep on having those shows? I said, listen, if we have an entertaining company that want to do business with us, we're going to support them and what they do. And the question should be why we keep on doing it. The question is why you ain't supporting.
Exactly.
That's the question of the day.
It's
Yeah, that's the question. What does it hurt for you to support? Nothing. If you're going to speak negative, keep it to yourself. We're only receiving positive energy and vibes today because this is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Y'all be blessed.
Big
I'll
facts.
let y'all later.
All right, bye-bye. Thank you for calling. Even though you were petty. So, but yeah, I mean, both callers had some good points on family, music, and all that kind of stuff. And all that really comes together.
It does. So if you're just joining in, our topic today is what's one part of the culture you hope never fades. And I think I started off. I'm the one that said Sunday cooking because, and I look at it that way because I mean, you know, the old school preacher, he stated that he's here. It's just him and his wife and his daughter. I'm basically here by myself most of the time because my kid, you know, my daughter's off at college.
Right.
Well, I do have a sister here, but you know, she's always working or whatever on Sundays. And you know, I have my son, but you never know where he gonna be at. I wake up every morning and I'm like, if he's not there, I text him and say, hey, send me your schedule for the week because I need to know where you at.
Yeah, because he'd be gone.
I mean,
he take flights.
Yeah, take real flights. And I'm like, I need to know where you gonna be at this week. Tell me where you at. And so that's what I told him on last night when he got back home. I said, what's your schedule this week? I need to know. And you know, it's just important to know those things, especially when you know, like I said, I'm here by myself. So it's hard.
Well, you're always welcome to come to our family gatherings. We was talking, I said music. I said our music. So when you're sitting around having Sunday dinner or whatever, because we always be outside for real. We just like being outside. We country. We like being outside. So we get our food, we'll go outside, sit around the fire if it's cold, and if it's hot, we just be up under the shade tree. But you're also gonna listen to music. And if your mama out there, you ain't gonna want to listen to that stuff.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So it has to be boundaries with the music thing. And that's why I said that old school stuff, they probably said some things, but they were respectful about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now they just giving it to you raw and telling you what they want and what they're going to do and what they want you to do and stuff like that. And you be like, are they really saying that on the radio?
Yeah. And then too, a lot of it, you know, they would be talking about different things, but they were turning their pain into poetry. You know what I'm saying? They had a statement behind it. Now it's like the caller that called, he stated, you know, even though they may have talked about it, but they still they will let you know I'm doing this for my family.
Right. And he mentioned Anthony Hamilton. Anthony Hamilton is underrated. He's very underrated because he has one of the most soulful voices I ever heard in my life. I love his raspiness and his soul. So when people are like that, it's like they don't get it recognized. I'm gonna tell you another, Gerald Levert. All them songs Gerald Levert made, and I've never seen him get a
award,
like a Lifetime Achievement Award or nothing like that. He put out some good songs, some real good songs, and he was underrated.
Yeah. So We want to hear from you. What's one tradition, value, style, or vibe from your culture that you pray never disappears? Call us. Our number is 256-365-1000. Call us and let us know. Or you can hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, any of our streaming platforms, and let us know as well.
Yep. Amazon Music, Pandora, Twitch, all of it.
Yeah, so
We
make
got
sure
a lot
y'all
of
do.
them.
Yeah, make sure y'all do that. And also, I was sitting there listening. Mona had me listen to Jeter Jones earlier. She said Jeter gonna bring what he bringing, the black horse.
The Black Horse. And
All
then
right.
that other song, the Cougar.
Cougar. He said he coming for a cougar.
And I asked you, how old is Jeter? If he got a cougar, she got to be about 70.
He said he coming for a cougar.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. They need love too.
Yeah, so y'all make sure y'all go ahead and get your tickets when you visit our website. That's www.knoxmediagroupinc.org. And LJ said, hey, I'm going to blow the whistle. Yeah, he going to blow the whistle on.
Okay.
You might can get to that one. You got a whistle at the house. Bring your whistle.
I'd say it on my daily show. I'll be like, hey, bring your whistles, your fans, whatever you need to have a good time.
Yeah,
and enjoy yourself.
All right, so make sure y'all do that. Get your tickets for April the 13th. It's going down in Sheffield, Alabama. So from Huntsville, Decatur, I know we got Decatur ready.
We got
Decatur is ready. Corinth,
They came and showed out.
I know.
last
Listen,
Southern Soul concert.
they've been posting their videos. They said they ready.
Okay, then.
They got a new line dance they done came up with.
Okay. They told me they're going to surprise me with cookies.
Oh, boy.
I can't wait.
Let me send them a message and tell them to help out.
Oh.
Help Cookies out. Because Cookies need a little flavor. Come on, help her out. I'm about to call them. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and get your tickets. And, you know, we still got a lot going on in this world. What you got in the news today?
Well,
the Alabama taxpayers, you have until May the 1st to file federal taxes. And 6 other states have named in on the postponed IRS deadline. So you have until Alabama, you have until May the 1st. So go ahead and do that. So that's Alabama, Georgia, North Carolina. Caller, you on the air?
Hey, Tamika, church secretary. I had to call in one more time because I heard Mona say you always welcome to her family get together. Now you know that ain't true. You know that ain't true.
It is
you know
true.
Now why is the choir president doing it? It's not April 1st. It's
My
not
God.
April 4th.
Really? Today must be your day. You happy today. What?
I'm just trying to figure out why is it that you're doing this to Tamika and I, and you don't have but 2 friends and just Tamika and I. That's why I call the church secretary, the choir president, the old school preacher.
Look, you guys are always welcome to our family gatherings. The door is open. You know how the doors of the church be open.
And they look at you. And they look at you like, where you going, Tamika?
Yeah, that's how folks look at you for real though when you go to their house. Like, who invited you?
My family ain't like that. We are so open. Our doors are open.
Well, Mona family, they did take up for me. And they told me I might not need to hang with Mona.
I was just wondering when the truth gonna come out. So the truth of the matter is, Mona, it's across the board. Everybody already know.
Everybody know what?
All right, we already know. Yes, you already know. You are we got to do some work on you, Mona. We got to work on you.
I'm working on myself. I think I'm doing a
We
lot of
want-
improvement.
Well, Mona, that's the problem. When you go to thinking about it, somebody else got to see it.
Well, see,
So-
I've been told my mouth was slick by several people. So I've been trying to work on that.
You working on your mouth?
Yes.
Oh, that's why you quiet on the phone.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, I got it now. That makes okay. I see where you're going. Mona, but I got a question for you.
Yes.
You and Tamika. Tamika talking about it being cold, about the ice. I mean, not the cold, about the taxes and stuff.
Mhm.
But do y'all realize there's a freeze warning for tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeah.
In
Did you
Buffalo?
not hear me say I froze to death last night almost?
I thought you were lying about something else. I didn't know what
No, it was freezing last night.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
it
a
was at
freezer.
JV's baseball game, and that wind was ridiculous.
So, question about that: how many balls did David hit?
It was too cold last night. He didn't hit none last night, but in the other games, he did have hits. I put it on Facebook. Y'all can look at it and see.
Oh, okay.
I'll put it on Knox Media page so they can see JV.
Hey, Tamika. Yeah, I ain't gonna do. Hey, Tamika, I'll just call your name and she bust out laughing.
Because I know you gonna say something slick.
He got a slick mouth too.
He got a slick mouth too.
So listen, and then I heard Tamika talking about you got a whistle at home, and said that you need to blow your whistle.
Yeah. Me and Al Jamar gonna blow our whistle.
Oh, okay then. So how many songs are you doing on Sunday?
However many the crowd want me to sing. Because, okay, I know you probably watch American Idol. That boy blew up Tennessee Whiskey the other night.
You know he's from Mississippi. So
Meridian, Mississippi. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, he's from Mississippi, so it's in his blood. He had no
Man, I knew him.
He didn't make the song his own.
I was following him before he went to American Idol.
Where are you?
Yes, he been on Sunday's Best, stuff like that. But that boy in his car and sound good.
Well, now he cannot sing better than the 6 to 17-year-old man.
What's the girl?
Preacher.
Oh, the 17-year-old preacher. I don't know. It's a different vibe. It's a different vibe, though.
I believe if the 17-year-old boy would have sung that song, he'd have killed John Church on this. On
now he probably would. He probably would. Both of them got church upbringing.
Yeah, but Lionel Richie, for that 17-year-old boy, he got it. John Church all over.
He got it. I think Jamal is probably getting more because of the way his. I mean, I think people go towards his looks more than in his music.
I think he's getting what he did. Now, pay attention to his performance. Now, I'm gonna show you the difference. His first performance, and after him hearing that 17-year-old boy go get it, he put a little more growl in his performance. He put a little more heart in it. He put a little more soul in it. Watch, because that 17-year-old boy, when he sung.
Never would have made it.
Never would have made it. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness! Man, the TV got happy.
It was nice. He had them judges standing before he finished.
You, when he sung that, everybody in there was like, people were crying.
Now,
so when your boy, he came out and he had to put some weight on.
Oh, so he was after him. And see, that's what I'm saying. He's getting more recognition than that 17-year-old on social media. And I think it's because of the weight issue.
You think
that's what I think.
And that's bad that people judge you that way.
It is.
But they do.
I mean, well Mona, people
don't start. Do not even start.
Because it's sad that people say that, I always get, and I mean, I think I look the same regardless if I'm heavy or whatever I am now.
No.
Yes,
no,
yes,
no,
yes, yes,
no,
I do.
Yes,
I do. I was never ugly. I was never ugly. Never ugly.
You may not have been ugly, but you sure didn't look the same.
Yeah.
Now, it's one, you're down to one person. You was a couple people.
Well,
and you look different because people had to look at you a couple times. And Mona, I'm telling you firsthand, Tamika and I have been places and folks and look at her 3-4 times and they want to say something.
But they didn't know.
She'll go and hit him with this. She'll go and hit him with this. Yeah, I'm Tamika. And people be looking like, I thought that was you. And say, yeah, I just lost some weight. But you be the same person, but you don't look the same.
Yeah, but people need to stop that.
That's just like last night. I met a person. They were not a very unattractive, but had a nasty attitude. I can deal with you if you're nice, but don't be ugly. Then be ugly. Don't do that. That ain't right. That's just not right.
So you said
just ugly for no reason.
So you
just
saying,
nasty.
okay, what do you say you could deal with somebody that look okay?
So a prime example.
No.
I'm okay. So I just use me. I'm
Okay.
okay looking. I ain't no bad looking dude. I'm okay. But to somebody, I'm ugly.
Uh-huh.
So guess what? I don't need to have no ugly attitude.
I feel you on that
to go
because
with my
it is
ugliness.
some
Right,
people-
right.
What get me, the nastiest people used to be the ugliest folks.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
they probably had a right to be.
A right to be ugly.
Why?
Because people probably treated them bad all their life. So
Mona, I ordered some food last night, and I asked what comes. It was my second time being at the restaurant.
Okay.
And you know how you look at the board sometimes. You can, all that stuff. I said, well, do you all have chicken wings?
what they say is on the
And I
menu.
said, are they drumettes or are they whole wings? They said, you can't read it.
Oh, bad customer service.
Yeah, very bad.
Yeah, and so when I got up there and looked, I looked at them and said, "Now, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. First of all, you're wrong for how you handle me as a customer, and you don't never handle your customers like that." And I say, secondly, you got a nasty attitude to be a black person. Black folks got enough going against us already, and you don't need to be nasty.
Amen.
I say Donald Trump gonna show you that you need a little help.
That's
I said,
crazy.
you need this little job, because if you didn't need this little job,
You wouldn't be here. And I mean,
exactly. So
when
what
you
I mean,
go
there
ahead,
you go.
when you got a job
No,
with
go for it.
when you got a job with customer service, you know you have to deal with the public. So if you know you ain't in that vibe or in
Right
that
frame
feeling,
of
ask them to put you in the back, because you don't know what somebody done been through. I mean, that goes for the people that's ordering. You don't know what that person have been through, but they don't have to be nasty.
Right.
I experienced that the other night.
To be nasty. What they do?
I had to
I mean, what
crash
you do?
out. I crashed out.
You crashed
Wow,
out.
what
What you mean?
Tell us.
I popped off
Yeah, we
because
don't know what that means.
I went through the drive-through and I ordered something. He said, well, we don't have that because the machine something. And then I asked for something else. He said, we don't serve it at this location. Oh, what did he say that for? I can't even say what I said to this boy. And then I drove off. I said, don't even worry about it, because you ain't finna spit in my food.
Because you know they will.
Yeah,
But the
because
thing
I
about
had
it
some
is-
choice words for him, because you don't talk to me like that. And I'm paying you.
And that's the environment we in. People want to treat you bad. They want to talk to you any kind of way. And then time you say something to them, they say you wrong. That's just like people say, they think they can say what they want to say to the preacher. As soon as the preacher say something back to them, now the preacher wrong. No, shut your mouth. Watch what you say. Because preachers are just as human as you are. And so you can't say what you want to say to a pastor and then use the word of God as an excuse to be rude. No,
And that's
they
an
don't give you no
issue in
excuse
our
to be rude.
churches, because a lot of pastors have been talking about this. Our pastor talked about that Sunday, about a person, once the pastor say something to them, they jump up and go to another church.
Right. And they good for that now.
Well, he ain't make it up. Because one woman tried to say, well, if you treated me a certain way, I'd be at church all the time. No, if you do what you asked to do. Don't nobody want nobody to say nothing to them. And if you say something to them, they get an attitude and they go somewhere else. So say that.
So do you
That's how
feel
it
like a lot of people want you to favor them or just pacify them? Because I mean, I see a lot of older people in the church acting like babies.
Well, let me tell you what it is. People that forgot. So back in the day, no joke, people used to treat people that had a little bit more. They used to treat them different.
Treat them
And
better.
they used to show them a little bit more. Yeah, they used to treat them better. Well, in today's church, nobody cares about that. Everybody, what people want now, they want faithful people that's going to show up and do what they asked to do. And that's help get the word out about Christ died, he rose, he's coming back again. There ain't nobody even on this money thing, because the money will come if you take your tithes and offers. People just looking for faithful people. But what you have is, now you got people that's nasty, got a nasty attitude. You don't mention their name. You don't say nothing to them. And then you got people that's faithful. 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 And then you got people that's faithf You call them and ask them why they don't come to church. They get mad about that. If you don't call them, they say, why you ain't checked on me? I mean, it's like you don't even know which way to go.
It's a yo-yo.
So, yeah. So it's like, okay, what do I do? But it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. The culture has to go back to being respectful to our elders and respectful to the people in church. And respectful to each other.
Okay, that's a good one. I love that one. I love that one. The respect is gone in our culture.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's gone. Because I would have never, I worked at Burger King. And when I worked at Burger King, it was days that I didn't want to be there, but I knew that was my job.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't be nasty to old. And then I would never be nasty to people anyway. But being nasty to older folks,
yeah.
Oh my God. There's a man here, he's 98 years old, and he said, call him by his first name. I said, I can't call you by your first name. He said, please do. I said, I can't.
Yeah, and that's another.
I can't do it.
That's another thing. Like when you call somebody ma'am or sir, and they're like, did you call me ma'am? Did you call me sir? I was like, I'm sorry. That's how I was brought up.
Exactly.
It's no disrespect to you. It's about respect, you know? Exactly. And a lot of people feel like you're doing that because they look old or something. That ain't got nothing to do with it. I could be talking to a 20-year-old and I'd be like, yes, ma'am, or something like that. It ain't that I'm bowing down to you or nothing like that. It's all about respect. It's how you brought up.
You ever got that? I don't think we ever.
Now, I ain't gonna say that to my friends now.
But a lot of people don't understand it either, though. A lot of people just disrespectful, period. But then they get mad at other people when they're not respectful to them. You get what you dish out.
Oh, Lord. A lot of people cannot take what they dish out. I'm going to give you an example. Men cannot take what they dish out.
What you mean?
Yeah, what you mean, Mona? What you trying to say? What you mean?
I'm just saying.
What you trying to say?
Oh, God.
Hey, I hope somebody listens. Talk so they can hear you.
I hope all y'all listening. Y'all can't take what y'all dish out. Period. So point blank.
What you saying? Give us a situation. What situation? What situation you trying to say?
In any given situation. And I'm going to give an example. Okay. Look at these people that's in situationships.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The man go out here and sleep with Sally, Jennifer, Jan, Susie,
whoever.
You know what I'm saying? But then the woman go out and sleep with Paul. He crying. Because she's every word in the book but a child of God.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't take what they dish out. I'm just saying. What do you think?
I'm just listening, Mona. I told you earlier that you be on them relationship conversations. You know about that.
You don't see that.
Oh yeah,
in people relationship.
No,
I ain't saying in our relationship.
So, Mona,
yes.
Mona, the culture. Let's go back to the culture again. Since that's your topic.
Okay.
Women are you all are the best thing that God made.
And we're not treated that way, though. In some cases, we're not treated that way.
Because you are the best thing that God made. When we would come home, Grandma put more weight on a woman, on the girl, on the little girl. So we forgot on how to keep our women uplifted. We forgot about how special you all are. Therefore, we have allowed the world to say what you all do. Y'all call garden tools, and we'll call players.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we forgot how
Hold
special
on.
you are.
We need to turn that volume up because I don't think the ones in the back heard you. No, I'm just playing. But for real, I mean, it's just the way some men treat women is ridiculous. It's insane. But it's also insane the way a woman. Listen, hold on. That's what I was just gonna say. It's insane how some of these women allow these men to treat them. You gotta, you better stand your ground, girl.
This comes from somebody. This coming from the person that can't answer the phone.
That ain't good. I answered the phone.
She said it's family time.
I had no problem with answering the phone, and I talked to you guys.
This right here.
But we were watching a movie, and
Mona is serious about this family time. She said she bringing her family back.
Hey, Mona.
Yeah.
Tamika being petty. That's how you know Tamika being petty.
What did Tamika do?
You got.
I'm just repeating what she said. No, that's with quotation marks.
Ain't that something? Mona. So what I was saying behind that is, you see how double standard.
What happened?
You want to be able to watch, have family time, watch movies, sit around and do nothing, but then you want money.
Sit around and do nothing.
Doing nothing.
That was.
But then you want money.
I thought that was.
What people got to understand is, no, you got to understand this now. And watch this. I'm gonna help you on this.
Okay, help me.
If you want your man to be successful and financially sound, he can't be sitting at home watching TV.
Oh,
he got to be out there going to get it. He got to be grinding so that you can have the things that you desire. Oh. You notice most men that have an overflow don't have an overflow from not working. You got to go get it, and then once you get it, then you can take a break.
Oh, okay.
And so it's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice that has to be made, and that's why women have to make up their mind. Do you want to be financially sound, or do you want to lay around and watch TV and worry about the lights being cut off?
Okay. I mean, I can see that point. I can't see that point, but
right, exactly. So, and that's the double standard that y'all do. You turn around and tell a man, you don't do this, and you can't afford to do this, and you can't do this, and you don't do that. But then you turn around and say, I want to watch TV. Well, we got to be able to pay the electric so the TV can be on.
I feel
and
that.
with the tariffs, we got to make sure we can afford to buy a TV. So that's the double standard.
So you feel like women are double standard?
Now they switched up on it. For all the women out there. Hello. Let's talk about the men. Let's go to the women.
Let's do it. That's what we're here for, to bring awareness to what's going on in our culture.
Because you cannot have the best of both worlds. You're going to have to sacrifice on one side or the other.
You got to pick and choose.
You got to pick and choose. You can't have both. Right now, you just can't have both. It's not harvest time. It's sowing time right now. And sowing time means that we got to get out here and go get it. And then harvest gonna come. But we just pray to God that we live long enough to see the harvest. But my point is, in my point in life right now, though, if God was to take me right now, I know my wife and my children will have a great harvest.
Okay.
So, we got to go get it right now. Because I don't never want to be in a position where my grandchild, my grandchildren, my kids, my wife, my family members call me and say we in need, and I'm gonna be hollering, no, I got to go get it. And because I got to go get it, that means I can't always be at home. So now you see the double standards, though. But you see how men get beat up about that?
Men don't get beat up about working. They get beat up about.
I can't work if I'm watching the movie.
That's just a 2-hour movie. That's lunch break.
That's 2 hours. Hey, and I make $30 an hour. That's $60.
Well, and if you look at it that way,
what your craft is, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So that's how you got to look at it. Because on one hand, you'll say, I value my family time. On the other hand, you'll say, why this bill ain't getting paid, and why I ain't got no extra this, and why I ain't got that. So now you got to look at it. Because the culture of the black family has always been the man is going to go out and get it. Because they even made the song, you bring home the bacon.
And I'll cook it.
And was always going to go out and get it. But now, y'all got men watered down so he wants you to go get it, and y'all sit down and watch.
So the man is watered down?
Yeah,
it ain't because of no woman.
Allow them to do that. Yes, it is. Because you would holler, we can't afford Netflix. Why are we watching Netflix with commercials? Because Netflix with commercials is cheaper. So that means that you need to go to work so I don't have to watch commercials. Don't that make sense?
I see where you're getting at. I see your point. I see your point.
I'm on today.
You on one today for real?
In the neighborhood. I'm on today. They said somebody said, "Oh, School Preacher, you ain't been on the radio in a long time." I said, "I'm gonna make sure I get on today." I said, "Mona gonna say something. I'm gonna get on."
Wow. No, but that's a good point. But yeah, my point was good too.
So hold on. That's a good point, but no. Which one is it? Is it a good point?
I mean, it's a good point. We both made good points. Don't you think, Tamika? Tamika's always the one that's debating between us.
You know I'm gonna work regardless, so
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with work.
Tamika's the one that's gonna work. Okay.
What you trying to say?
Tamika's the one that's gonna work. And you the one gonna say, get up, you gotta get your behind up and go work.
Well, when my back heal up.
Okay, there you go. No, I'm saying with your man.
Yeah.
You more so, hey, you gonna go to work. But what I'm saying is we have to be careful and we got to stick with it. Because this can't be a yo-yo. One day you want me to sit at home and you say I don't spend enough time with you. But then the same day you holler, how come I can't get $300? I can't give you $300
if I'm not working. I got you.
So that's the culture that we got to keep up. Let the man be the provider. Let him go get it and quit whining and complaining about everything.
And yes,
and let that man go get it.
I'm going to be in the women's defense today because, okay, I lost my train of thought.
Bring it back.
You're making it up to me.
No, have you not noticed that in a lot of relationships, honestly, in a lot of relationships, the men be like, let me be the man.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, how can I let you be a man when I still got to work or whatever? And that's how some women feel.
It takes two or three incomes.
It does take two. I feel like it takes two. But you have some women that feel like the man they don't have nothing, but they feel like the man should have everything.
Mm-hmm.
And Rome wasn't built in one day, I don't think.
Well, this is the way I look at it. And I'm a little different. I'm old school.
So you feel like
no woman should no woman want no man that ain't got nothing.
That's true. Definitely true.
I don't want my daughters with nobody that ain't got nothing. They doing something and then they meet. Here you go meet a guy that ain't doing nothing. 9 times out of 10, he ain't gonna never do nothing. Because if he wasn't doing nothing when he met you, he ain't gonna be doing nothing later on.
Okay.
And eventually you're gonna end up carrying that. Eventually you're gonna carry that wagon by yourself. And so I would challenge everyone. When you meet a man and he ain't doing nothing, I don't care how fine he is, I don't care how good his tone is, I don't care how good his word is. If that scoundrel book ain't getting no steady check, you better run.
So you better run for it.
You better run for it. Yeah, listen, I'd be like somebody else. I'd take an ugly man with a steady check that loves you than to take one that stay in the mirror and ain't got nobody job.
Come on now.
Mm-mm. That's how it goes sometimes.
But see, when you get to a certain age, you know, like I said, Mona, you see yourself, you see yourself. Things don't, stuff got heading south.
What you trying to say?
Okay, then. Everything changes. Look, go the other way when you get a little older.
It do, but some people, I don't know, they age like fine wine.
Yeah, but still, you ain't gonna defy gravity. So
that's right, but that's what they tape for.
That's what they what?
BBL is
the body tape.
BBL Yeah, but BBLs are destroying people's lives and relationships.
And they are. I don't even
because
know why
people-
them women do that to themselves.
Well, it ain't the women. It's because the men. The men are. Listen, boss. Bottom line, the truth of the matter is, a man will leave you as a good woman to go get a woman that ain't doing nothing that got a BBL.
And that's sad.
And you're so true.
But men,
Just so he can say he got a dime piece.
Some men are weak-minded. Some men are weak-minded, and they'll fall for the banana in the tailpipe. But there are some men in this world that still like natural women.
But majority, you will find out. You said, what culture do we want to keep?
Right.
We want to keep that God made us how he wanted us to be. You want to
True.
be country, cornbread fed. And not when you're country, cornbread fed, you ain't got to worry about no BBL.
Well, I guess those who know, and those who don't. But
Come on now, you didn't see folks from the country, down south, cornbread fed. They ain't had no surgery, no nothing.
yeah, I've seen
And they
that.
look better than a BBL.
That's
So it's out
true.
there.
That is true.
But we have allowed our culture to start doing what other folks do. We can't do what other folks do. We can't eat what other folks eat. We got to grow our own gardens, grow our own food, eat
Right.
our own stuff. Quit trying to be like everybody else. That's why your body starting to look like this.
But what I'm trying to say is, okay, when I was in high school, I looked like a pancake for real. I mean, just flat, no kind of curves or nothing. After I had my babies, I had curves. So
You look like a bigger pancake once you had the baby.
So what I'm trying to say is, you don't always have to go get no BBL. If you work for it, they say it's some food you can eat to make your butt bigger.
Oh my God, Mona.
That's what they say. They say it's true. I don't know.
Hey, Tamika, I'm getting off the phone right now. Y'all have a good day. I'll let y'all later.
Bye.
Y'all be blessed. Take care.
Bye. Thank you for calling.
All right, guys. For those of you that are just joining us, today's topic is what's one part of the culture you hope never fades? We want to hear from you. Call us up. The number is 256-365-1000. What's one tradition, value, style, or vibe from the culture that you pray never disappears?
And that's a good point. Like our churches. You know what I'm saying? Like old school preacher has said about the if somebody was throwing a service, everybody would come or whatever. But we done got out of all that. Sunday school,
You don't go to Sunday school, Mom?
you know, when you used to have Bible school, it was the red circle, the sunbeam. We don't have none of that.
Well,
no
you just
more.
gotta go. You gotta start it back.
Yeah. I'm working on it. I got a problem with time, but I'm gonna get it.
Okay. Well, we were talking about we were going to our news and we got a phone call. So one thing I want to let you know that Alabama taxpayers and a couple other states have until May the 1st to file federal taxes. So, and the other states that's doing this as well is Alabama, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Tennessee, and Virginia. So you have until May the 1st to do that. And it was announced federal disaster tax relief for all individuals and businesses affected by Hurricane Helena.
Oh, okay.
So you have until then to do so. So make sure you take advantage of that. Also in the news, Florence leaders are moving forward to bring a new revamp hotel by Hard Rock Hotel to downtown area. So yesterday, the Florence City Council approved a resolution on an incentive plan. The plan would match the funds the developer needs to take to Montgomery to apply for the share of the Sweet Home Alabama Tourism Investment Act funding.
So they're trying to bring a Hard Rock Hotel here, huh?
Yes, they said Florence City Council Jack Hendricks says development over 8 years will cost the city about $320,000 with a share under $3 million.
Oh wow. Where they get that from?
Them parking meters.
Had to be.
So Hendricks also said he hopes to see the building construction begin soon once the developer receives the tourism department funding. So that's going on in Florence, Alabama. What you got in the news?
Well, that's the old school preacher said that freeze warning is until Wednesday. So you guys, I mean, I'm telling you, if you ain't got to be out there at night, don't be out there.
But that's for the North Alabama, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. It's effective today and it lasts until tomorrow morning. It says what sub-freezing temperatures in the 20 to 32 Fahrenheit range for most of the region. Temperatures may be a few degrees colder than the outlying areas and few degrees warmer in larger bodies of water where they have larger bodies of water. All counties in North Alabama from 1 a.m. to 9 a.m. Wednesday. The impacts, frost, and freeze conditions to kill crops, other sensitive vegetation, and possibly damage unprotected outdoor plumbing. So I'm telling y'all, I almost froze last night. So they got another game tonight, and I don't know what's going to happen.
Also in the news, the state legislator has attempted to pass similar bills, and the bill they're passing is the House Bill 152. A group of college students from around the state plan to deliver this to lawmakers this morning, actually, to cut taxes on parenting products and menstrual care. So they're taking a bill to Montgomery, and they want to be exempt on baby from the state sales tax. They feel like that should not be one of them. And so Alabama is one of only 20 states in the country to charge sales tax for those items.
And Alabama's the only state?
No, one of 20.
Oh, okay.
How many states we have, Mom?
Last time I checked, it was 50. I don't know how many we had.
Right. But I'm just saying, 30 other states don't charge sales tax on baby formula and hygiene products and maternity clothes.
I knew Alabama was one.
Yeah. So a group actually went to Montgomery today trying to the college students advocate for tax-free products. And it's the House Bill 152 would eliminate state sales tax on baby products and hygiene products. I think they need to do that because them hygiene products, man.
You think they need to charge tax on them?
No.
Oh, okay.
They high enough.
They are high.
Man, I said
Very
it don't
high.
even make sense. And then, I mean, you have to have it.
So we're talking like deodorant and stuff like that, or are we talking about feminine
products?
Well, I don't have that problem.
Everybody's not on the blessing business on that one. But.
Oh God, I'm so blessed.
Yeah. Well, I know yesterday you talked about the young man that was actually is Carmela Anthony, the young man in Frisco, Texas, who was actually stabbed another track student. But now Carmela Anthony's family breaks silence, heartbroken over the fatal stabbing, and they said that he did it in self-defense.
Okay.
So right now they are still holding him in jail. He's a 17-year-old suspect charged with murder in the stabbing death of Frisco student athlete, and his bail is $1 million. And so as of yesterday, they're still collecting money, trying to get him out on bail because they feel like that he was in self-defense. This boy, they did know each other.
Okay.
That's what the mom.
So they did know each other.
The family say they did know each other. They had been the young boy, which was stabbed, which you don't think anybody should be stabbed or killed or whatever, because that's still someone else's child. Stated that they actually, the twins, had been picking with this boy.
Oh, okay. So they said he wasn't the aggressor. So I guess they got evidence to prove that now.
So hopefully they will, if this is what happened. Hopefully the family will be able to prove that he did not do it. So this is allegedly, this is something that's actually out on the news, based on stories from the family. He was actually doing this in self-defense. So let's keep both of those families lifted up because it's hard either way. You got two families and lost kids, one through death and one through doing the crime.
Wow. Well, we spoke on how the doctors are at the ER and stuff like that one day. We was talking about a show when a lot of people had been going to the doctor and the doctor has been misdiagnosing them with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So this little girl, she died. She was bitten by a fire ant and was taken to the ER. Now her parents are filing a wrongful death lawsuit against the hospital. She was 2 years old. She died in October after experiencing an allergic reaction. The suit claimed the hospital and ER physicians were negligent. So the parents are suing them because, I guess she went and they did what they do to everybody else, sent them home saying it'll be okay or whatever. Something bit me at the game and I need to go get it checked out because I think it's a spider bite. But
who you gonna sue for that?
Man, they'll probably send me home saying I cut myself or something. I went for a strep throat. They sent me home with a upper respiratory. I went there for my knee. They sent me home for my calf.
Oh
so,
my God.
it's like, I don't know if they're studying online or what they are. They're just throwing these doctors in there and they don't know what they're talking about. But it has been a lot of misdiagnosed cases. And these people was like, my daughter died because you didn't know she had an allergic reaction and you're supposed to be a doctor.
All right, we're going to take us a quick little break. Make sure you download our app. That's Knox Media Group, and follow us on YouTube. That's Knox Media Group. And also make sure you continue to listen to us from North Alabama to South Alabama. That's 105.1.
The music muscle of the show.
NV 105.9.
The vibe.
All right, guys, we'll be right back.
Rocket on my toe, my shit. Let me get the shit off my chest. Let me tell you what I'm feeling inside. My time is of the essence, so I'ma need for you to act right. I can't play like that. No, I can fake like that. No, I'ma feel away when you move away too fast from me. You gon' have to give me more. I'ma need a little more. Can I have a little more? Yeah. I get a little jealous when you give me your last, when I know you got more. I just can't take it when you're pulling and you're tugging at the best of your love. I'ma need a little more. Can I have a little more? I'ma need a little more. Yeah. Can I have a little more? I'ma need a little more. I just need a little more. My heart is so fragile. My mind is so empty. I tell you I'm ready to learn. I tell you I'm ready to give you a brand new part of me. A brand new part of me. Something that you're not used to. Someone you never met before. Wanna change your point of view. Put you on to something that you're not really used to. I'ma give you more. Can I have some more? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get a little jealous when you
have a little more? I'ma need a little more. Can I have a little more? Yeah, yeah. Cause you're holding back that good stuff. You're holding back that good stuff. Don't you be so greedy. Give me another part of you. Give me a little more of you. All I wanna do is love you. I'ma need a little more. I used to go out to parties and stand around, 'cause I was too nervous to really get down. But my body turned free. I got up on the floor, somebody choose me. No more standing beside the wall. I have got myself together, baby. I'm having it all. Long as you're moving, there's always a chance. Somebody watching might wanna make romance. Nobody, ooh, baby, it's alright. There's grooving, feel alright. Shake it down. You can come in when you want to, baby. This is such a groovy part. Face to face. Everybody's moving. It's such a cool place. All the young ladies are so fine.
tuned in to 105.1.
The music muscle of the show.
And V 105.9.
The vibe.
We thank each of you for tuning in from North Alabama to South Alabama.
Hey, y'all.
All right. For those of you who are just joining in, today's conversation is what is something in your culture that you hope never go away?
I said music.
Where I found I always want to ring. You said music, Mama.
I said music because it's a big part of our culture. I feel like
it is. It is.
And you said Sunday dinner.
I know. And the reason I'm gonna start my own. I'm gonna start back cooking. If I just have to invite.
You're just gonna start inviting people over.
Yep. Start inviting people over. College students, whoever.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Because that's how you do things. You invite other people over.
Well,
you know, especially when you don't have family here or you don't have a large family.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people on Facebook be asking who's cooking Sunday dinner.
And I ain't gonna sell my place.
Well, they ain't asking to sell. They just want to know who's cooking so they can come over there and eat.
Well, I'm gonna start inviting folks slowly.
That'll be nice.
Yeah. Because I used to do that. I would cook on Sundays and we used to have a couple of college students that would, go to church with us, and I would invite them over for Sunday dinner. That's probably why they don't come to church no more, because I stopped cooking. But anyway.
Well, some people like that though.
Yeah.
But another thing is our history. Trying to take that away.
Yeah. They are.
So we got to keep it in. It's a lot of things that I wish that I would have sat down and talked to my grandparents about. They knew how to heal stuff. They knew how to do stuff before the doctors. You know what I'm saying? it's just some. I heard.
Mona, you too scared to do that. You wouldn't do nothing the doctor would tell you to do.
Girl, please. If I had a natural way of doing it, I would. I don't like going to the doctor, but I will go to the doctor because I want to be safe than sorry. Because it's a lot of people.
We have a call on the line.
Caller, you're on the air.
Yeah, it's me again. One thing that I wanted to add, I was skeptical about saying it, but Mr. Mika, I hope you receive this because you and I. Can you not hear me?
I'm listening.
Okay. The homemaker, the black woman as a homemaker. And if you would allow me to elaborate, I'll try to be as brief as I can. My mother, I believe, was one of the best homemakers, especially in our neighborhood. She was not lazy. Just because she was at home, she made sure the children went to school, dressed on time, extracurricular. She sold insurance. I think people have the misconception that because a woman is a homemaker, that she's not seen outside of the house, but she still does bring in revenue into the home. So by no means am I thinking that a woman should just be within the four walls of the home, but I believe that the woman should be a visible partner in the home.
Okay. You lost me. I'm with you, but I'm not with you. Because I truly believe in women. If your role is home, that's what you do. You take care of the home, you take care of the kids, you take care. And a lot of people, they really take that as if they're not doing anything. And I think that's a very important job for any home. If a woman is there, it's much needed. And they should have the obligation of cleaning or cooking and providing for the family, making sure the kids are getting to extracurricular activities and things of that sort. But nowadays, I feel that it takes, this is just my thought. In today's economy, you need two incomes to balance off. If you're well off and the man is able to provide 100%, go for it. But right now, I don't see that because Trump ain't allowing us. Look, if you want to eat well, it takes two. But everybody should be, I think, and this is just my belief, everybody should take a part into it, and it shouldn't be on one somebody. It shouldn't be, now the man should be able to provide 100%. But what I'm saying is, it's nothing wrong for a woman to go to work because I'm going to go get mine regardless.
Well, I feel like this.
Well, no. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go, Ms. Mona B. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You're the caller. Go ahead. I can talk when you get off. Go ahead.
Well, the question, which leads me to, do you guys not see that kind of leads into the emasculation of what's going on with the black men?
No. If you're a man, you're a man. You don't have to have no authorization from nobody to know you're a man. I'm from Missouri. Show me. Don't tell me.
Okay, and according to Trump, as you put it, because you took Trump there, Trump says there's two ways that I can show you that I'm a man.
Okay.
I can drop my drawers or I can get out and grind.
But you have more men not grinding than you have them dropping drawers.
And yes, we have more black men that have become breeders and not leaders because the culture, the climate is that the country wants us to breed. They don't want us to lead.
Well, I mean, but that's where it falls back into place. Be from Missouri. Show me. You don't let the country dictate anything. As a man, I feel like if you're going to be a man, you show me. Don't tell me what you're going to do. Show me. That's just me.
Now
Mona B may be different. I'm different. That's why ain't nobody staying at my house. Because you ain't going to tell me nothing. You're going to show me. But, I'm old.
I have...
I'm saying, go ahead. I'm listening.
I'm just saying, I have been a home mom and I've been out in the workforce. To me, being at home is more trying than being out in the workforce. Now, don't get me wrong. If I have the opportunity to stay at home, yeah, I'm staying at home because I don't like to work. I do not like to work. I mean, that's just me. I would rather be at home with my kids. I would rather take care of home, but it's harder. It's a more trying job. So no, homemakers are not lazy unless the house be nasty and the food ain't cooked and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's a process. All right.
And back to my point about black men being breeders and not leaders, I go back to the music and what I feel the industry is pushing out there. The industry is, and I'm going to say it this way, the enemy. I believe the enemy wants us to have this thing backwards because I believe it starts with the order that God established. He ordered man to take care of the garden. Yes, Adam had a job. Adam worked. Yes, he was in the garden. And then he had Eve, correct, as his wife, his rib. He also was to take care of the garden and take care of his wife, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Are we in Bible on this?
We in the
Okay, so now my question. Okay, so now my question is, why is it acceptable for things to be so backwards?
Because the man not being a man. I ain't gonna sit and wait on nobody. And it goes again with the point of you gotta show me and quit telling me. Men want to tell you what they gonna do instead of showing you what they're gonna do. That's my perspective in it. A lot of men say what they're gonna do, but they don't follow through on what they're gonna do.
Now, the next part of that I was going to ask is, shouldn't the woman be the man's helper as well? You help him show you, or you let him help as you help him, as we have, if you will.
You want to answer that?
I'm listening.
Please.
I mean, I just feel like it this day and time it does take two, but at the same time, a man needs to be the leader. Bottom line, ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. The man should be the leader, and I mean, and that's one part of our culture that a lot of people are trying to get away from. They want to dictate of what they're gonna do when they want to do it, instead of when they should do it or what the Bible states should be done. The Bible states the man is the head of the household. It don't say when they feel like it, when they gonna do it. The Bible states the man is the head of the household. And if they can't do that, they don't need to be trying to be the man.
Well, once again, a man doesn't have to try to be. A man is or he isn't. But here's where I'm going to take you back to one of our last conversations. Now, do you not see where systematic racism has put the man, the black man, behind the eight ball? Not an excuse. That's actual factual.
I just feel like this, regardless of the situation of what the cause is, it's a lot of masculine women out here, and they have to be masculine because the man has a lot of men. I'm not saying all men, and I'm not saying all women, but some women aren't allowed to be feminine. They have to be masculine because the man is not in the household. So she has to take the role of the man. So she's going to have to be masculine. And a lot of men don't like that. If they don't understand, if a woman been masculine for so many years and then she get a man, because you have men that say, you women always want good men, but when you get a good man, you don't know how to treat him. That's true, because we never had a good man. If you ain't never had a good man, how you gonna know how to treat one?
All right.
So it takes time. It's a learning process.
But the men can't get become a wuss when they can't get their way. Just come on in and handle your business. That's how I look at it. All right, so
but
those of you that
one more time. Do you not see where the black man has been put behind the eight ball due to systematic racism?
I know.
You don't think some of the laws, when a black man was just considered 3/5 of a man?
Black men have been held back.
There was a law.
They have been held back.
There was a law that a black man was not a whole man. He was 3/5 of a man. That is a law. A black person could not do that to a white person and make them less than a person.
But my thing is, black men have been held back. But it's a lot of black men out here that's very successful. So, I mean, I don't know if it's favoritism or whatever, but it is a lot of successful black men out here.
It is. A lot of good black men. And they handle the business.
Now,
for those of you
have to look at this part of it. Then you have to look at what about the black man that has gone to the other race for his helpmeet. I'm just throwing that out.
That's his choice.
That's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother show.
That's what we do, baby. That's what we do. Love y'all. Great show. Keep up the good work. Love you, Mika. Love you, Mona B.
Thank you.
Sweetheart.
Thank you, caller. We have another caller on the line.
Look like they hung up. But anyway, for those of you who are just joining us, today's conversation is what's one part of culture you hope never fades away?
We have a caller on the line. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Tamika, next time the caller call in, get his credit card number so he can start buying airtime.
Yeah, he was finna buy something this time.
Because the caller, I know what he's trying to say. What he was trying to tell you was, he said that people like Mona and people like yourself, he said y'all won't allow men to be men.
No,
y'all are too masculine.
I want to be. I have been masculine for years, and it's hard for me to be feminine. But I don't have to work. If my man come in and tell me I ain't got to work, guess what?
But they better not come. Show me.
Well, here's the catch.
Even if you show me,
I'm just saying.
I
But are you willing to
still
make
have
the
my side
sacrifice?
hustles and stuff like that because I have trades, but I would be at home with the kids. I'll be able to be that mother that I always wanted to be.
So my question is, are you willing to make the sacrifices of being home? Because see, again, you ain't gonna be able to watch no movies and drive the Cadillac.
I could watch movies while I'm baking.
No.
I'll turn the
I'm talking
TV,
about
have me a
with your
TV in the
man.
kitchen. Oh, no.
I'm
I
talking
mean,
about with your
we'll
man.
have that time at night.
He died.
Well, he'll have to stay up and watch a movie or whatever we're going to be doing.
Then he gonna be late for work.
Because he up watching a movie?
Yeah, because he tired. He got to go get it. And what Tamika just said it. It takes, she said right now, it takes a man and a woman. So if a man want to handle it himself, then I mean he got to go get it.
Right.
That's
a regular
true.
9 to 5 just ain't cutting it for.
I mean, not the
80%
way
of
it
the
is
men out
now.
here.
Not the way it is now.
Well, you got to think about it. 80% of the men out here don't get jobs that's paying $300,000 a year.
That's true. That is so true.
And yeah, so it takes, you have to work. You have to get 2 jobs to make a decent salary.
And then you're not gonna be at
believe it or
home.
not, exactly. Then you're not gonna be at home. Then you got to hear Mona talking about she want to watch Netflix. No, you can't watch Netflix. I gotta go to work. You turn around.
Why
you
you
watch
putting
it,
me
tell
in
about
it? I don't Netflix and chill all the time.
Well, you got to make it, but you think about the average person.
I mean, but you still have to spend some kind of time in order to make the relationship work. You don't have to do it all the time, but at least
But you got to get
once a week.
Mona, nobody wants to sit up and look at you when they time worry about how they gonna pay their bills.
Oh, please. People pay to look at me.
I won't look at you. You be up there, your eyelash should be about to fall off. Talking about I need
And
some
that's
new glue. I
cute.
can't afford you no glue.
That's cute. It's
But
different.
the glue, your eyelash is falling off.
I
can't
know
afford
that's
the glue.
different. We'll use honey.
And see, what you got to understand is, man wants to be respected, appreciated, and loved.
Right.
Okay.
And when a man money ain't right, and he can't provide for you the way he want to, he feel away.
I guess so.
Okay, he ain't got time. He ain't got. But now you were talking about something like watch TV.
Look, you act like I do that all the time. I don't do that all the time.
No, I'm just using that for example. But most women complain about that. What you
Yeah,
just said.
I've
Well, at least
heard that.
you got to spend some time. How? The babies need shoes. The baby need clothes. Your car needs gas. You got to pay some insurance.
I'm gonna give you an
got a car
example.
note.
This guy that I used to work with, he had a supervisor job, so he was making pretty good money. And he had met this girl. She didn't want to work, so he put her in the house. And she started complaining about him working all the time. And of course, he came to the love doctor and asked the love doctor, what should he do in a situation
And
like
they are
that?
no longer. And guess what, Tamika? They are no longer together.
They are married now. Thank you. I told him, I said, you're going to have to go to her and tell her. It's either, like you said, it's either or. If she want quality time, y'all going to lose that big house because you ain't going to have no money to pay for it. So she got to balance out what she really wants. Do you want the house or do you want to be cuddled up?
But how many women
Not many.
are willing to do that?
Not many, because you got some women out here that say, hey, I need a man that makes 6 figures, and they don't even make $6. So, how can you want what
women are, but women, y'all are emotional type people. So that
Very.
means that you like the quality time. You like to sit there talking.
Sometimes.
You like to hear me.
Every now and again.
Sometimes, yes. That's sweet.
But how you
Sometimes.
go? You got to create a balance. You got to create a balance, and the culture got to go back to
The
you gotta
man
go back
making
with
the
small
man making
water.
the bacon and the women cooking
Come
the
on,
bacon.
man.
It ain't nothing wrong with
grandma,
it. But like
Come
you
on, there
said,
you
you
go.
got to have a 6-figure job in order to try to make it out here. It's rough out here. These little houses, $1,500 a month.
1,500 nowadays.
It ain't cheap to me. It ain't cheap if you ain't got it.
Hey, it ain't expensive as long as you got it, huh, Mom? It's only expensive when you ain't got it.
When you ain't got it, it's very expensive. The biggest said it
that's
ain't
my
expensive. She said it's cheap.
But that's my point. It's only a bother when you ain't got it. And so that's why women need to understand, hey, you owe me about this time, you owe me about money. It's only a problem because I ain't got it. I got to go get it. So if I got to go get it, then that means you got to ease up off me and let me go get it.
And so she should.
But see, I find this to be the issue. A lot of women really don't have a problem with you going to get it. They have a problem when you claim you're going to go get it, then you get it to somebody else.
Come on now. That's
Oh
it
yeah.
right there.
Then you got to make him go back and get it.
Or you telling them you gonna do this, and you never come through with that.
That's true.
Yeah, you selling all these dreams. But see, now another problem is a lot of women are in love with the beat down instead of the money.
I don't know who that is.
What is that?
Oh, okay. So you have to a lot of people are immature
it's time for
and
that
don't understand
too.
a good
I mean,
relationship.
You gotta,
But you're immature. That's what your relationship can't be based on that. What you gonna
No,
do when
it
it ain't there
can't.
no more?
What?
They gonna be gone.
I don't know. You got to ask somebody that liked it.
We talking to the love doctor.
I haven't asked that question yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying these are the things that we talking about. These are the things that really need to be brought up.
It does. And before you get with somebody, I feel like you do need to talk about that stuff. It's a lot of things today that we need to talk about up front. That transparency, it has to be there. You got to be honest with each other, because if you sit around and lie, okay, like me, I have a problem with trust. All my life, I had a problem with trust. I don't know why. But it's just like, if I meet somebody, I would trust them. But don't give me a reason not to trust you. Don't lie to me. You know what I'm saying? If we transparent with each other, I think everything will go smooth.
Well, I mean, Mona, I got 230,000 worth of untrust. I can just name 230,000 ways where you trusted people, and some people just low down it. Some people are liars, and some people have no heart. So what you got to do is make sure that you're covering yourself, doing what God told you to do, and let God handle them folks. And you start following what God. When God give you the spirit of discernment, and you say something, don't say something. That's the spirit telling you run. And what we do, we ignore the spirit. Talking about we gonna get past it. Ain't nothing to get past. The spirit already told you.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people be like, "Oh, it's gonna get better," or they just overlook it. They overlook them red flags.
Yeah, it's gonna get better when I'm gone. It just did. Because guess what? It don't make sense. And I'm just speaking from if I was a young black male, I wouldn't want a woman that didn't want to go where I was going. If I'm trying to go up, you need to be trying to go up with me.
Build the empire together.
Exactly. You don't need to be the woman. I'm trying to go up, and you staying in the store every day while we trying to go up. You told me you wanted to move out the 2-bedroom house. You said you wanted 4 bedrooms. Well, in order to get to 4 bedrooms, I need you to stay out of Walmart for a whole minute. I need you to stay out of Amazon for a whole minute.
That's the killer
I need
right
you to hold on.
She and Amazon.
I know you're scared of the tariff, so I need you to stay off.
Oh my goodness.
Trump said they were going up 100% on China.
Oh my God.
So on China. So he said going up 100%.
He's changed it from 50 to 100.
He said if they don't back down off the tariffs that they're putting on America, he's going up. It's going to be 100% tomorrow.
My
So
word.
that hair you was getting over there at the place over there, you can no longer get that hair different rate. All that hair going up.
Wow. Better go get it now. But
you just talked about it.
The billionaires are turning on Trump. Did you hear about that?
Well, the only reason why they're billionaires is because then they made billions off of us.
Well, they say Trump
Because
is.
they can afford. For one of the things the billionaires can do, they can afford to eat the tariff and won't lose money. It makes no sense that you give these guys $7 million bonuses. They get $3 million bonuses. Eat them. some of that money that you passing on to us.
They say that's why they backing
look at
out because of the tariffs.
That's why. Exactly. Because see, what you gotta understand, the profit margin is so high on this stuff. Think about it, Mona. If you sell, I'll give you a prime example. If you go order hair overseas before it became just everybody was doing it, you could buy a bundle of hair. Your TikTok is and just need to be slid over. You could buy a bundle of hair for $3 a bundle. Now this is back in the day. You were selling the bundles for $25 a bundle.
Right.
Look at the money you're making. So just imagine what these companies are making. Just imagine what Walmart don't have to pass no tariff on us. Walmart can afford to pay whatever the tariff fee is and still make a profit. It's just people just greedy. And then they want to pass it on to the poor man.
Very.
And we're the one that end up having to eat it. That don't make sense.
That's crazy. It is. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Now, that's what you got to look at. And the rich getting richer.
And
And
the
what
poor
the
get
rich getting richer, the poor getting poor.
That's it.
It's sad.
So while everybody talking about the tariff, Trump was out at the golf course. Golf course. And guess what? While everybody talking about tariff, black folks still doing the same thing we've been doing, working.
Yeah.
And trying to figure out how we gonna make it work.
Working
It ain't
hard.
nothing. It's nothing new for us. We had to learn how to make it do what it do. That's why bologna sandwiches used to be something for the poor folks. Now you go to a restaurant, they want to charge you $10 for a bologna sandwich. Really?
Right.
Sad. Crazy.
Look, Chili's used to be for the poor folks.
Yeah.
Used to make the joke. You eat Chili's because you can't afford nothing else.
Now the rich eating
Restaurants.
gourmet
Come on,
chitlins. They got gourmet
Gourmet
chitlins
Right.
now.
Yeah. It's like,
They fry them and everything.
I
They
mean,
can
all kinds of
make
ways.
different stuff with them. I'm like,
anyway, I'm gone again. I ain't calling y'all back. Y'all have a
whatever.
good day.
All right, bye.
Bye. Thanks for calling.
All right, guys, for those of you who are just tuning in, we're almost at the end of our show today. Today, we've been talking about one part of culture you hope never fades away.
We had some good call-ins today.
Yep. We've been talking about tradition. We've been talking about value, style. We've been talking about life, music, family, food. It's been a lot of different things. But I think one thing that has struck a lot of people is a lot of people say they want different things, but in order to do different, in order for a woman to receive different, you got to be the man. You can't expect nothing, expect her not to be the man if you ain't showing those characteristics.
And us as women, we have to allow that to happen because if we have been masculine for so long, it's hard for you to accept it, even if he's being a man. So it ain't all on the man, I don't
No.
believe, because we have to.
We do. All right, this week we got a couple of visitors that's coming on. But
All
one thing I want to
right.
actually talk about, make sure y'all go out this coming Saturday.
What's happening, girl?
This coming Saturday over in the Wiregrass at Fort Novastell, they will be having the largest Easter egg hunt that's coming this coming Saturday, April the 12th from 2 to 8. And they're going to have special guests. They're going to have artists. Who's the artist going to be there, Mama?
Gary Sinise and the Lieutenant Dan Band.
All right, so that's going on this coming Saturday from 2 to 8. Make sure you go over and let them know you heard it on 105.9, The Vibe, Dothan, Alabama. And also, some of us will be there. So y'all come on out, have a good time. And this is absolutely free, starting at 2 o'clock for the community of the Wiregrass area. So that's Dothan, Delville, Ozark, Enterprise, wherever you hear, Middlegrass, wherever, Militant, make sure y'all come on out, have a good time.
Let the kids do the Easter egg hunt, and they will have pictures with the Easter Bunny and games.
And they're gonna have jumpy houses. They're gonna have a petting zoo. I read that today.
Okay.
They have a petting zoo.
Cute.
Gonna have all kinds of different
They got
things.
little bunnies out there.
So this is free. So make sure y'all go out. We're gonna probably try to get somebody from that department to call in on Friday and talk to us and let us know. But tomorrow we're gonna have Christian McCoy, which is CJ. He is actually running for mayor of Florence.
A
He's
nice young man. Yes.
He's one of the mayor candidates for the city of Florence. So y'all tune in tomorrow. Make sure y'all call in with different questions. And he'll be talking about his vision, his serving purpose, and things like that. So y'all make sure y'all call in tomorrow with that. And on Thursday, we're gonna have J Marcus Woods. And he's on the show Farmer Wants a Wife.
Farmer Wants a Wife.
Yeah, so
that wife better be ready for that country.
Yeah. So make sure y'all keep it locked into the baddest radio station from North Alabama to South Alabama, where our motto is love, unity, and diversity. So y'all keep it locked in and make sure you call in with our guest this week. And if there's anything that Knox Media Group can do for you, make sure you send us a message at info@knoxmediagroupinc.org. So those are our guests for the week, and those are things that's going on. But make sure you visit our website. That's www.knoxmediagroupinc.org and get your tickets for this coming Sunday. That's Southern Soul Sunday, Part 3, with Jeter Jones, Tasha Mack, El Jamal, and Ella May. LJ. All right. So those are everybody that's coming in. Get your tickets. I know people waiting till the last minute to get your tickets, but y'all need to go ahead and get it because I'm telling you,
it's going to be epic.
It's going to be an event you don't want to miss.
I might sing cookies for y'all.
He going to even bring the black horse, and he coming to look for a cougar.
Looking for a cougar.
We're going to have some cougars up in there too.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Public service announcement. Franklin did die, unfortunately.
Franklin the frog.
The turtle.
The turtle.
So I think we can get a bunny next. I want a bunny.
Oh my God. Franklin done died.
Franklin did die. We're going to call him Bugs.
Anybody want to know who's Franklin? Franklin is the frog.
Turtle.
Whatever. The animal that Mona had at the house. I'm surprised he ain't been
Franklin
dead.
was 9 years old.
Okay, so Franklin is gone. Bye-bye. All right. So tomorrow, tune in. Make sure you call in with questions for CJ McCoy. He's a candidate for mayor. He's a young guy.
Yeah, if you want to know anything about what he planned to do or whatever, call in.
Yep. So y'all call in tomorrow. And on Thursday, we will have Jay Woods here. And y'all can call in as well. And that's Farmer Wants a Wife.
All right. I wonder, do they ask them, what type of woman do you like? And they go find that type or something. Because I didn't see no dark-skinned women on there.
You ain't seen no.
Nah, I ain't seen no dark-skinned women.
You ain't seen no dark-skinned woman.
I ain't seen no brown skin. But
I've been watching, trying to figure it out.
I mean, I'm just wondering.
But that's a good question for you.
Yeah. Do they pick and choose? Do you tell them what type of woman you like or whatever? I ain't see no plus-size women on there either. And that's what you need to carry all that corn and stuff. But hey, you'll find out.
Well, y'all keep it locked in. Come back on tomorrow for the lunchtime show with the old school preacher, the church secretary. That's me.
And the choir president.
All right, guys. So make sure y'all keep it locked in to the baddest radio station from North Alabama to South Alabama, where we believe in love, unity, and diversity. So we're going to take you on out of here. But if there's anything we can do for you, call us at 256-712-2888. Bye now.
Bye.
Yo, at 105.1, we're number one on your radio. Music muscle of the shows. V105.9, gotta catch the vibe. Dothan, Alabama, gotta stay live. Hey, yo, got Montreal live. Ain't the main show, drive at 5. Man, it's going down. West side, east side, north side. We winning from Float Town to your town. Now we don't stop. At 12 o'clock, it's past the knocks. That's lunchtime. Better check them out. Ramona checking in. The choir president. Can't forget Mika. The secretary neither. Shout out all my people. Tuning in, glad to meet you. Yeah, at 105.1. We're number one on your radio. Music muscle of the shows. V105.9, gotta catch the vibe.